Hey everybody, I'm going to walk you through how to do the checkerboard AutoCAD drawing. So make sure that you start with the arc design DWT drawing template and that you see all the different sheet size tabs at the bottom here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my application menu. I'm going to go save as. I don't want to save it as a drawing template. I want to save it as a drawing. So I'm going to save it as a 2018 drawing here. And I'm in the templates, but I'm going to, I should have just kept it there. That's fine. Doesn't matter where I'm saving it. So I'm going to save this as checkerboard. I think when you save it on yours, it's going to be on your documents file. Checkerboard. Can I spell? All right, that looks about right. All right, so I'm just going to save it here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my units are an architectural, which they should be. So I'm going to go to, where are we at? Units. Right here. So architectural, okay, we're good there. My layers, I'm on a wall layer. You can just do it on whatever layer you want. So let's see, I'm going to do this on the, I'm going to do it on this medium layer. It's going to be white. So what I want to do is I'm going to set my grid, which I think it already is. So one way to do it is right click on the grid here, go to grid settings. And it's already set for 2 and 2. I'm going to turn the snap. My grid is 2 inches, 2 inches. My grid is on. My snap is set for 2 inches, 2 inches. And I'm going to turn my snap on and hit OK. And you notice down here at the bottom, these two. So your grid is on and your snap is on. So now I'm going to go up to the line tool. And I'm going to zoom in here. So I'm going to click on one of these intersections for these grid. And I'm going to go over 8 grid lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to click it to draw my line there. I'm going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Click there. Basically, I'm just going to go over 8 squares and create a square like so. Once I have that, I'm going to hit the escape key to get out of that line command. So now what I want to do, I'm going to turn off my snap mode and I'm going to go up to where you see the offset tool, which is in the modify panel, the bottom right corner. And then I'm where it says, it says specify offset distance. So I'm going to type in 2, enter. And I'm going to pick this vertical line here and I'm going to offset it to the right. I'm going to pick this one. I'm just going to keep selecting it, clicking to the right, all the way across. Do the same thing for the horizontal one. I'm going to click it. I'm going to offset it down. Just going to keep, this is just basically drawing my grid for my checkerboard. So I got that, so I'm going to hit the escape key. So now, let me just offset this border line by a distance. Right now it's set for 2. I'm going to change it to 1 inch. I'm going to offset this outer kind of border to the outside, kind of create a frame. I'm going to use the fillet command here and make sure my radius is 0, which it is. And I'm just going to click the ends of these lines. I'm going to press enter to get back to that command. Click the 2 ends, press enter. Click the 2 ends, press enter. Or the enter key, sorry. And I'm going to select these 2. Hit escape key to get out of that. So there's my checkerboard. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hatch the inside squares that I want. So I'm going to click on the hatch tool. I want to go up to solid, click solid. My transparency is at 50. And then I'm just going to select every other square. So take this nice and slow and make sure you're going to click inside the empty space that you want. Every other one. You don't have to do them all at once. In fact, you're living dangerously if you try it. Because if you accidentally make a boo-boo, and that's not good. I have no idea why my music just started back on. All right, there we go. So now I have them. So yeah, that looks right. Yeah, okay. So once I'm done, I'm going to click on Close Hatch Creation. Let me pause this right now. All right, now I'm back with no music playing. Okay, so there's my checkerboard, and I've drawn it to a scale. I've drawn it true size, actually, not to scale. It's true size of what I wanted it to be. You always want to draw your drawings true size. So now I'm going to come over to my A-size sheet tab, and you'll notice my checkerboard is magically somewhere it's inside the border, so that's good. So if I double click inside this border, inside this this green kind of a viewport that I've got created here, and I can hold my wheel of my mouse down and just kind of move it somewhere to the center. What I want to do, and then I'm going to double click outside this viewport to get back into my paper space. I'm going to turn off let me double click back in here for 1 second because I want to turn this grid off. It's too many lines. It's like, oh, okay. So now I'm going to double click outside the viewport. I'm going to click on this, left click on this viewport here, and then right click. I'm going to go to Properties. My properties ended up on my other screen. I'm just going to kind of drag it over here on the side and kind of lock it in this corner here. So what I want to do is I'm going to set the scale of this view right now where you see standard scale. It's 1:4, which that's probably pretty good. But I'm going to go down. I think I have this where it says 3 inches equals a foot. And if you change these scales, you can kind of see how your checkerboard is either bigger or smaller. You can kind of see it gets kind of smaller as I kind of hover my mouse over it. So probably what I want to do is, I think on the sheet I had it where it's 3 inches equals a foot right there. And then what I want to do is I'm going to, if I right click where you see display locked, I'm going to check yes. So now that kind of locks it in where I can't like mess the scale up with it. So I got my checkerboard. It's kind of centered in my title block, and it's to our scale. So this scale is actually, I'm gonna double click here. This is actually 3 inches. I know it's a weird scale. It's 3 inches equals a foot. And then double click on the drawing title. I'm gonna make sure my cap lock is on. I'm gonna change this to checkerboard. Get rid of the title part there. So the school address is fine. The title's fine. The scale is fine. Depending on what period of class you're in, then you would change that. Principles of architecture. Student name, you're going to keep the student name part and the colon. Just maybe put a space here and add your name. I'm just going to put my initials. Again, when you want capital letters, please give me capital letters. So there's that. And then double click here. You want to keep today's date in the colon. I'm going to space. I'm going to put 01 backslash 12 backslash it's 2022. So click out of it. And there we go. So also, one more thing is what I want to do is where you see plot style table and it's Spartan CTB, I'm going to change this to like grayscale or monochrome. I think monochrome is what I want. So when I click the model and then click back to my sheet size, now you can see that all of my, the color in my paper space is all black and white, which is what it's going to be when it prints out. So it kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like when it's printed. So anyway, and then make sure you save it. Again, you can never save it too much. If you want to make a PDF of this to turn it in, you can go up to File, Plot, and then I want to continue with single. I'm going to make sure do not show me this again. I'm going to go continue to plot a single sheet. It's a WPDF. And if you don't see that, just pick one of these PDF ones here. High quality. Our scale is 1:1. We're printing our layout. The offset. Let's see. Make sure plot transparency is on. Blah blah blah. And then we do click on where you see preview, and that'll kind of show you what it looks like when it's going to be printed out. It looks super awesome. You always want to try to leave a little bit of more space on the left side than the right, so you try to push it over. That way, in case you have a lot of drawings here that you want to bind them together or staple them on one end, there's room for that. So that's why it's kind of pushed over a little bit more to the right. So once you get it like you want it, just hit the printer icon up here, and then put it over here on my other screen. So you can save it whatever you want to. Make sure you know where it's going. Then you hit save. And then that kind of, it pops up to kind of show you what your PDF look like. It may or may not bring that up to show you. But that's kind of the basics of it. So there you go. We've got our checkerboard. We've got it on PDF. You can turn it in that way. And that's it. All right. Peace out.